Welcome back to JD Sports. This is week 1 wrap up and also a week 2 preview. But we'll take a look around the league. Who went off to a hot start? Kind of start seeing the identities of teams. And we'll see who's the top team and who's a high-powered offense. I know week 1 won't tell you too much, but start getting ideas. The Packers beat the Panthers 27-16. Not much going on offense. Shockey and Brooks had 355 yards in the air. Falcons, Niners, 20-17. Atlanta will go to St. Louis and San Francisco to New Orleans. So not really two high-scoring games. And Sean Alexander, and there's a shootout. Broncos over the Chiefs. Alexander, 5 catches, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns, left switch for 430. Well, that's a shootout. Giants beat the Eagles 27-20. Favre 338 and 2 TDs, so the Giants moved to 1-0. We'll take a look at our game, and I believe I don't know if it's gonna be our highlight or not, and it's gonna be Fred Taylor out on the edge again. That was good blocking there by Branch on the edge, and we just didn't have the speed to catch Fred Taylor, and he's right now he's leading the league in rushing with 187. As you see our stats again, Mark Brunell struggled 9 of 22, so that secondary kind of came out strong of when we drafted. Cowboys over the Vikings 24-10. Matt Hasselbeck at the helm for the Cowboys, 16 of 31, 142. Not much going on there offensively, and there's another shootout. We got the Bucks over the Redskins. Emmitt Smith 5 catches, 80 yards. And Plummer, 12 of 30 for 308 and 4 TDs. Then we got the Rams over the Cardinals, 28-23. Aaron McNair, 20 of 26, 367 and 3. And we'll take a look at the Ravens-Browns game. I believe it's Eli Manning at quarterback for the Ravens. And he pump fakes, and I don't know who he throws it to. However, Ravens was Eli Manning. 4 touchdowns, 32-26 over the Browns. Baltimore will go to Pittsburgh, and Cleveland will go to Dallas. And a defensive battle there, 14-7 Steelers. That's kind of a Steeler game. Anthony Thomas, 32 carries, 111 yards, and a touchdown. Jets, who will take on next week, 38-28. Phillip Rivers, 20 of 30 for 247. We'll take a deeper look at them. Seahawks, Saints, 27-16. Not much going there offensively. Seattle will go to Tampa, New Orleans. We'll go to San Fran. We'll take a look at injuries. And you see our guy, TJ Duckett, out for 15 weeks, so we will put him on the IR. That's going to hurt. So we do have Larry Johnson, Minor, and Stecker, I believe, at the tailback. Frank Madison, guard, he's out for the season, fractured leg. And Bruce Kidney, that's gonna hurt. And then here in the NFC, nothing really stands out too much. A lot of torn Achilles. Another broken leg. That's for the Vikings. We will take a look at the Jets at the end. We'll take a deeper look. They do have LT, and he's hurt with a broken hand, which they won't show. This is Marcus Stroud, D-tackle for the Saints. He's out with a broken kneecap for 12 weeks. One of their stud D linemen. But we'll have to figure out how to, hopefully we can stop the running game against the Jets with LT out. We struggled last week as we go back in. Bears, Lions, again, just a typical NFC North game besides the Lions. And then we got another shootout with the Patriots. Colts 45-38. Brad Johnson 384 and 3. And then Ben Roethlisberger slinging it too. And Bills 35-20. Rich Gannon 469 yards in the air. Titans over the Dolphins. Kitten at 394. A lot of guys passing a lot of yards. You see in our AFC West, guys. Whoa. Seymour, Alexander, and then Rich Gannon, 469 and 5 touchdowns offensively. Also, Eric Moles did have 6 catches, which we had a chance to draft. And we did, and he had 6 catches, 200 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I battled between him or Steve Smith, and Steve Smith didn't really turn out too well, but we do have a whole season. And we'll see how it all plays out at the end. we'll take a look as Samuel will be out for another couple of weeks, and we do lose Duckett, as I said earlier, and we will place him on the IR. And so that kind of sucks. I was excited after I saw that goal line run against the Texans. And yeah, so we'll figure it out. If we're going to add, I don't think we need to add another running back, because we'll take a look. Johnson, Minor, and Stecker. I don't think I'll add another one unless we really need to. But I might go get another tight end, and we'll take a look now, a deeper dive into the Jets. As you saw, Rivers, the rookie on this game, 20 of 30 passing, 247. So yeah, okay game for Phillip Rivers. 8.2 yards per attempt and 2 touchdowns. No interceptions. And he was sacked once. And we'll try to get him rattled. But I'm feeling confident with our secondary. Secondary play, Patrick Surtain was awesome. And you see Julius Jones taking the running back spot for the injured LT, as he had 56 yards on 17 carries. The average yards per attempt, not too staggering. I mean, I'm not too worried. Anderson had fullback 4 carries, and then also Cobbs. And that one big catch for Cobbs was 1 catch for 70 yards and a touchdown. Richie Anderson, 5 catches. Lavernius Coles, 3 catches. Santana Moss that's about Santana Moss' stat line. 3 catches, 80 yards. Curtis Conway rocking the number 1 jersey. I'm not hating. He had 3 catches for 20 yards, and the rookie running back, Cobbs. We'll take a look defensively, and then I find out they do have Ray Lewis. Woo! And Samari Roll. So I guess they're defensively, and Greg Ellis is pretty good on this game. Defensively, they're not too bad. Not bad at all. We'll have to figure something out for Ray Lewis. He did record a half a sack, 7 tackles, 3 assists. Colvin also in line with 10 tackles for him. And not too much return yards. I'm not too worried. I feel pretty confident going into this game. With Duckett out, I still feel fine with Larry Johnson. Carried the load in the second half of that game. We'll take a look at the leaderboard. So far in week 1, Rich Gann, the 18-year pro, just gunslinging at 469. John Kitna, Brian Leftwich, Ben Roethlisberger, another 400-yard performance. Man, there's this. We'll take a look at this team stats. We'll take a deeper dive in these once we get later on in the season, and we'll kind of start filling out who's top of the leaderboard, who's going to win the rushing title, who has that prolific offense, and who knows? I might do a fancy MVP, actually stat out the guys in a half-point PPR. Who knows? We'll see it when that time comes. But right now we'll go to week 2. Next video, week 2 matchup. Chargers hosting the Jets, our first home game in Qualcomm Stadium. It's good to be back in San Diego. We'll see you next time.